Hey, what's going on, everyone? Vega here for SerpentX Tech, and it's time for our monthly video on what was the most profitable cryptocurrency to mine throughout the month of April. We all know GP mining has not been that good at all, but I still bring you this data to help you make a decision because some people don't pay for electricity out there, or they're using renewables to offset, or whatever they're using to help reduce the cost of electricity. A lot of people still have their GPUs out there. I still got mine, still holding true, and eventually alt season will be here and profits will be a lot better as far as GPU mining goes. But right now, we're looking at an average because the series takes 6 RTX 3060s and puts them against 6 RX 6600 XTs. We might upgrade that at the end of this year, maybe to the 7000 series for AMD and maybe the 40 series for NVIDIA, but we'll approach that next year. Right now, we're going to continue on because these are the best middle-of-the-road GPUs out there where you can get 6 of them and just start having some fun, start hashing away. And at 15 cents per kilowatt hour, we're negative across the board on what NVIDIA or AMD, doesn't matter, right? The difference is negative 25 cents to negative $1 in the top 4 or 5 crypto, but on the AMD side of things, it's negative 15 cents, 25 cents, all the way to negative 40 cents. So AMD is a little bit more efficient in that regard as far as electricity, but NVIDIA allows you to mine some cryptocurrencies that aren't mineable on AMD. So it's kind of a catch-22. But right now, Cubic, Hootsat, Pulsar Coin, Cryptex, Waglela, Conceal, Raptorium, just to name a few on the NVIDIA side. While on the AMD side, we got a lot of ProgPal type tokens or Fishhash type tokens. So AIDPin, Ironfish, Carlson, Hootsat, Vertcoin, and Pulsar Coin. Now, the data for the month of April is as follows, but I do want to say that a few tokens have started to climb back up. For example, I've been seeing Dynex again. Telestia fell out and is back in. Firo, an OG in the space, has been climbing back up. Cryptex, which is new, has been losing some of its steam. Waglela has been losing some of its steam as well. But some of the OGs are just coming back into the space. However, the top 10 most profitable cryptocurrencies on the NVIDIA side to mine were as follows. Cryptix, whatever you want to say it, Pulsar Coin, Hootsat, Waglela, Qua, which as you can see in the chart, it's fallen out quite a bit, right? So something happened recently and now Qua is down quite a bit, or QAI, whichever way you want to pronounce it. Then after that, we had Dynex, again, a token that's lost a lot of its market share as well as profitability and price, but has started to regain as people fall off or jump off the network, net hash difficulty lowers and hash rate lowers, it becomes a little bit more profitable. But then after Dynex, Raptorium, Telestia, Ironfish, Ergo with Carlson, Nexa, and Avian rounding out the list. So Ergo is the last one in the top 10 that was consistently throughout the month of April. Moving on to AMD, we got, again, our Ironfish, our Carlson, both Fishhash, showing really strong on the AMD side of things. Now, AIDPin did take over today at time of filming, but Ironfish and Carlson have been holding really strong at the top of the charts throughout April. Followed by that, we got Vertcoin, Hootsat, QAI or QAI or Quai, whatever you want to call it. AIDPin, again, that's number 1 today, but number 6 throughout the entire month. Waglela, falling all the way down, was in the top 3 for much of the past few months, now in number 7. Xano, Flux, and then Chlor with Beam, right, another OG, been showing up in the profitability, right? Been climbing up in the profitability. Not so much on the NVIDIA side, but more on the AMD side. And it's very interesting to see some of these OG products that a lot of people have written off starting to show back up in the top, right? So here we go. Beam, you can see right now is 1, 2, 3, 4, skipping nice hash, 5, 6, 7. Number 8 today at timing of filming, but it fell out of the top 10 throughout the entire month of April. So a lot of projects out there are mix matching or flip-flopping throughout the charts. But as far as April goes, you can't go wrong with one of the Fishhash type algorithms because they have been consistent for the AMD side of things. There are other tokens to mine that are Kapal variants or maybe a Caspa-ish foundation like Hootsat or Aglela. But on the NVIDIA side, it's still consistent as far as, Cryptex, Hootsat, Waglela, and then a plethora of other tokens. Fish Hash more towards the bottom, Ergo and OG coming back as well, and then Pulsar coin, which is Curve Hash. So we got a lot of Curve Hash or Cryptex Hash or Wayla Hash or Who Hash type tokens or Cubic Hash. And Cubic, while it's number 1 today, did not show consistently in the top 10 throughout the month of April. But that is the data so far. We'll look to see how May shapes up. The market did start doing better at the end of April, so maybe some of these altcoins will get a little bit better and we can see some positive momentum and get some of the profitability at 15 cents per kilowatt hour. There's not a lot out there that you can mine and be positive as far as fiat concerns are, but a lot of expectations that I want to correct is pertaining to users who mine currencies looking at the fiat value. And I know a lot of people got into the mining space because it's all about profits for them. However, I would urge you to look at the amount of the token you're actually earning. The project token that you are mining, how much are you getting that? What is your yield? Can you stack a big bag or a decent sized bag or a little small bag, whatever you want? Can you stack a good bag of that asset before it has the altcoin season that we might see not till 2026 or even 2027, but eventually will come in the future that could turn into a decent profitability for you in the future. But either way, what are you mining right now with your GPUs? Are you mining with GPUs at all? I heard many of you got rid of your GPUs and moved over to ASICs or smaller scale miners or micro miners. But are you still mining with your GPUs? Sound off. Let me know in the comments below, as well as what are you mining. But that's going to do it for today's video. So do me a favor on the way out. Hit that like button, get subscribed, hit the notification bell to stay up to date, as well as check out additional links in the description. They'll support the channel and what we do here. And you just have yourself a wonderful day. Take care. I'll catch you next one.